aside. We're going to talk about space clearing and why it's important, what it is, how to use crystals with it. And this is actually one of my favorite topics. I love space clearing. I love having an environment around me that is always clear and vibrant and vital for me to do my work, to live my life, to whatever I might need, to support whatever I might need. So in our space, the space we live in, the space we work in, we have emotions, we have things that go on, we have fights with our spouses, we have Facebook posts that piss us off, we have physical factors around us too, such as ley lines and EMFs, and lots of factors that can play into our physical living and working space. Our physical environment can take on that energy. If we have an argument, that energy can tend to stay in that space. Hi Angela, hi Sherry, thank you for joining. When that space is kind of globbed up, when those arguments, when those emotions that we don't like of sadness and pain and confusion and anger, all of that can physically stay in our space, whether we want to or not. So when our spaces get globbed up like that, we want it to be cleared out. We want to be living in a space that's supportive and energetic and vital, don't we? So to do that, there are lots and lots of tools. We want to live and work in clear space. So to do that, there are lots and lots of tools. And this is nothing new. Feng Shui works with this. Native, indigenous tribes have worked with space clearing. And lots of traditions work with different tools and different energy vibration is what it is to keep our space clear. When we can have a positive vibration and clear vibration in our space, I feel like I'm using my hands a lot and you can't see it, we live more centered, we are more peaceful, we are more calm, and our life can be more of what we want it to be. It can be more vibrant, more happy, more peaceful, more calm, all of that good stuff. Obviously, I like crystals. We're going to talk about crystals, we're going to talk about sound and some other tools. The number one crystal that I like the most for space clearing is selenite. And I have a bunch of examples. If you've known me for any length of time or followed my business, you know I talk about selenite a lot. And that's for a reason, because it's a great stone for lots of many reasons. So selenite, this is a piece of a palm stone. This is a cool selenite sphere. Natural selenite, I didn't take these out of the bag, one moment. Natural selenite looks like this. These are sliced, but they are rough wands, and these are about 2.5, 3 inches. I have a couple that are a lot bigger, and there's selenite lamps. Oh, you can't see. I have a lamp lit right next to me. Selenite is all about clearing, bringing in lots and lots of light. There's these little striations in here that I don't know if you can see them, but that's part of why they bring in light. I think they're an underrated stone, and they're just a great stone to work with. So energetically, they keep a space clear, they keep you clear, they keep your office clear, your room. They can clear other things, such as other crystals. So I can have a stone like this, and here's an amethyst crystal, which we'll talk about in a minute, and you can put the selenite on top of it like that to clear the amethyst, to keep the amethyst energetically clear. You can have rods or logs and put other stones on top of them, such as this. This is a polished selenite blade, I call it, because it's really thin. We want to be energetically clear ourselves before we clear a space. So just make sure you're grounded, you're rooted, you're clear. You can use this on yourself to clear your aura. Run it down that way, run it along your body, and you're good to go. You can walk around a space and just wave this around. And with your clear intention, before you start clearing, state your clear intention of what you want to clear. You want to clear the space back to its vibrant energy, back to clarity, back to heart, back to love, whatever it might be, whatever your intention is. You could do the same with the rods. You can place these in the corners or against the walls of a room to leave there all the time. I've probably said this before. I have long, skinny rods of selenite along each 4 walls of my office and my bedroom. And it keeps it clear all the time. I also have clear quartz points, little tiny points in the corners of my office and my bedroom. And you could use selenite, a sphere. You could just place it in a room and it will keep it vibrant and keep it clear all the time. Selenite also never needs to be cleared itself because it is a self-clearing stone and will clear other things. This is such a nice piece. These are all hand polished. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the pretties. So look at all that. You can see through that. It's kind of clear. Little clear quartz points in the corners of a room. Like these are tiny. These are maybe 3/4 of an inch. And you just get a bunch of these and put them in the corners. Position of the clear quartz in the bedroom. You can put them in the corners. You could just have, like I have a clear quartz sphere here. You could have it wherever it's convenient. It doesn't necessarily matter. You can have it hiding in the corners. You can have it just sitting on your nightstand or your dresser. Here's a double terminated polished piece. You could use these as well. You could walk around your space and wave these around as well. Clear quartz is all about clarity and vibrancy and bringing in all of the colors of the rainbow and being an amplifier of positive intentions. So you want to be sure the space is cleared before you place clear quartz in there. Amethyst is another great space clearing piece. It's great for rooms or offices where there are lots and lots of people. And one caveat about the selenite, the rough pieces, they can have little blades that come off or pieces that come off. I just stabbed myself with one. Amethyst can just be set in an office. It can be in your cubicle. It can be next to your bed. It works with group energy and kind of clearing that sort of environment and helping you stay clear and vibrant and bringing in spiritual guidance, spiritual protection. Okay, now we're going to kind of go the opposite way. Obsidian. These are nice big chunks of obsidian, and obsidian absorbs energy. So it will absorb any sort of negative energies that you don't need for your personal self or your space. The one thing about obsidian is that it does need to be cleared more frequently because it does absorb that stuff. So when you're doing your space clearing, get your obsidian in there too, and the rest of your crystals as well. Rose quartz is a great stone, all about love, all about heart. And if you know me at all in my business, everything I do is based in love. And I extend lots of love in many different ways, not just romantic love. It's a bigger love of spirit, God, source, whatever your word for that is. And the vibration of rose quartz is so high, and it's all love. So love can keep things clear. So that's a great stone to work with. Here's my spiel about shungite. S-H-U-N-G-I-T-E. Shungite is kind of a newer stone, but not really. It's been new to the market here in the US in the last couple of years, 4 or 5 years maybe. It's from one place in Russia, and Russians have been working with it for many, many years. It's a carbon-based stone that's black, and there are lots of scientific things about shungite that I'm not going to even try to explain. Has stuff to do with fullerene, and therefore, and there's a little bit of pyrite in it sometimes as well. This piece has some pyrite in it. Russians would use these as a spa treatment. You can put this in your water and drink it for health benefits. It keeps you vibrant and healthy. The spas that they use, they would line the walls with shungite or have it on the floor and just go sit in it. And there's lots more scientific stuff that you can read on my website or find links to it or just Google it. It's a fascinating stone and I love it. So shungite really is protective from EMFs. I have fluorescent lights in here. It protects you from those, from computer rays and all that. So when you have that in a space, when you are doing space clearing, it will help you stay clear as you do the space clearing. It will keep your space clear as well and absorb any of that stuff that you don't need. You really, though, you can use any crystal that supports your intention for clearing your space. It doesn't have to be just these crystals that I just mentioned. You definitely use your intuition as well. There are other tools that we can use as well to clear our space. So one of my favorites, white sage and Palo Santo wood. Two of probably the main smoke-filled space clearing things you will see. So white sage is a Native American tradition. You just light the end of it as such, burn it a little bit, and make sure the flame goes out, and you're just left with smoke. You can walk around the space with this, and I am going to put this out, otherwise I'm going to get distracted and smoked out. Walk around the space with it like that, sage yourself, and there is a strong scent to this if you know sage at all. Palo Santo wood does not have quite the same scent. It's a lovely, lovely scent. Here's my little piece. As I blow ash all over the place, sorry. So you light the end of it, same concept. You light the end of it until it's smoldering, but no flame. And it does take a little longer to burn, but you can walk around your space with this, clear it, your office, your home, yourself. It's very calming, very soothing. I love the scent of Palo Santo wood. Some people don't. Some people don't like sage, so it's all your personal preference. It's got a really beautiful fragrance. Himalayan salt. I love Himalayan salt. So another way to clear your space is to put a bowl of Himalayan salt in the middle of your space, and it will absorb anything you don't need. You can do it while you're just doing a space clearing. You can have it in your space all the time. I would not eat it. Do not eat it afterwards or use it in a bath. Just use it for space clearing and that's it, and then dump it. Put it out in your garden if you need to or whatever. Toss it. But it'll absorb anything you don't need in that space. If you use it on your body, these are bath salts or space clearing salts. If you use it in a bath, there's so many nutrients in here that our bodies need that we absorb, and it helps us stay clear if you use it in a bath. Keeps our bodies clear, our energies clear. I'm using these later tonight, just FYI, not these specific ones, but I try to take a Himalayan salt bath at least once a week, every couple of weeks. Sound is another one of my favorite ways to clear a space. So I love crystal singing bowls. And I can't show you my big bowls, but I do have my handheld bowl here. I don't know how that's gonna sound on camera, but you can walk around a space. This is a really specialized and unique design, designed by friends of mine. You can walk around a space with this, use yourself. These particular ones keep ringing for a long, long time. The vibration of the sound is what is healing, and the higher our vibration, the higher that we can be of service to the world. We can be positive and be centered and aligned. You can also use Tibetan bowls such as this, and little different sound. And this is an okay bowl. It's not my favorite bowl, but it works for what I need it to. And lots of different carvings. Oh, maybe you can't see. There's some etchings on the inside. Use what you're guided to use. You can use tingsas. I don't think I have those here. You can use tuning forks. You can use your voice. Go around your space singing or chanting or clapping. I use clapping a lot. Just setting your intention, visualizing white light. There are so many ways you can clear your space. And when you have a clear space, you can live a more vibrant life and be really connected and aligned and happy and peaceful and all of those other joyful things that we talk about. Thank you, everybody. And I really want to connect with all of you. I want to have dialogue and conversation and build a community. I really want to get crystal information out to you and spiritual information out to you and holistic living information out to you. It's not just about the crystals. It's more than that. It's about helping find our inner sparkle, helping find your spark and your light of who you are. It's not the crystals that actually do it. They help pull that out. But it's you, it's all you. And you are brilliant and you are amazing. And thank you, everybody, for being here. And blessings to you all.